This is GaySA Radio, where you are family. This news bulletin is brought to you in conjunction with mambaonline.com. And in your news headlines at this hour, Gauteng Premier promises zero tolerance for gay killings and hate crimes. Protests in Hungarian border village over anti-Muslim, anti-gay decree. South Australia changes gay marriage law to recognise status of British man who died on honeymoon. And a rapper claims Santa is a gay man. It's a very good day to you. I'm Hendrik Baird. This is GaySA Radio, where you are family. This news bulletin brought to you from our studios in Pretoria, the capital of South Africa. Gauteng Premier David Makhura has identified Ekurhuleni as the deadliest place in the province for the LGBTI community. Makhura said people were killed for being who they were, and the places where the killings took place were known. He was addressing the LGBTI community at the Nasrec Expo Centre in Soweto on Friday. Makhura warned that these killings would no longer be tolerated under his government's watch, and that the provincial government would use the law to protect its citizens. Rights activists have expressed concern about a new local law introduced near the Hungarian-Serbian border, which bans the public expression of the Muslim religion, as well as activities and awareness raising that empower the LGBTI community. The decree in the southern Hungarian border of Asotolom was introduced by a controversial mayor and politician. This report by Stefan Bos.
He already produced a Hollywood-style action video showing him fast motors and jeeps riding border hunters, warning migrants fleeing war and poverty not to arrive in Hungary, and especially not in the border town of Asotolom. Now the mayor of this town of just over 4,000 goes even further. Mayor Laszlo Torocskai, who is also vice president of the far-right Jobbik Party, has introduced a decree banning the public expression of the Muslim religion in the area. The measure bans wearing veils and building mosques. And the influential politician told Vatican Radio that he views this as a model for Hungary, where last year some 400,000 migrants arrived on their way to more welcoming Western nations. On Saturday, activists gathered in this town to protest against the decree, which also includes a ban on propaganda for homosexuality. Yet hardline Mayor Torocskai declined to reach out to the demonstrators, asking for more tolerance.
This demonstration, provocation, propaganda will change the people and will make hatred or intolerance in Asotolom and in the world.
If you wouldn't have made this decree, you wouldn't have a demonstration now.
You know, the world is changing.
Not everyone agrees with him, yet more municipalities may follow his example. Hungary is increasing its anti-migrant rhetoric, and thousands of police and soldiers are involved in trying to stop refugees near a massive razor-wire border fence. For Vatican Radio, I am Stefan Bos in Asotolom at the Hungarian-Serbian border.
Meanwhile, South Australia is finally changing the law to recognise same-sex marriage after the husband of a British man who died on his honeymoon was forced to put "never married" on his death certificate. Marco Bumaritzi was on the last stop of his honeymoon when his husband David fell downstairs and cracked his skull in January. Tragically, David passed away and Marco began to organise his spouse's funeral, only to effectively be stopped from playing any role in it because of Australian law. South Australia, West Australia and the Northern Territory do not recognise same-sex marriages performed in other countries, so David's death certificate was registered as never married. However, 11 months later, South Australia have revealed that they will now legally recognise gay overseas marriages and will introduce a new register to recognise same-sex couples in the state. Those on the new register can now enjoy many of the same rights as opposite-sex couples, including a recognition of next-of-kin status. Other bills passed by South Australia's Legislative Council last week included the right for same-sex couples to adopt a child and the right to have access to surrogacy. And finally, Santa has been outed in a new holiday EP by Big Freedia. The Queen of Bounce sings that Jolly St. Nick is a gay pimp in a very Big Freedia Christmas, which has been released just in time for the Yuletide. In the track Santa is Gay, sung to the tune of Mr. Sandman, Freedia raps, "To tell you the truth, I think I want someone like you. Come down my chimney if you can. It seems the star of Fuse's Big Freedia, Queen of Bounce, who appeared in Beyoncé's politically charged Formation video this year, is not afraid to give her own subversive take on many holiday classics. Other tracks on the EP include So Frosty and Rudy, the Big Booty Reindeer. That brings us to the end of this news bulletin. You can read it on our website, gaysaradio.co.za, or you can find these and other stories on mambaonline.com.